What's up, guys? Welcome to kind of a random video, but in this video we're going to be going to every single hotel in the city of St. Charles, Illinois, and we're going to be checking out their vending machine. The purpose of this video is to show the best hotel vending machine in St. Charles, and we might even look at the pool. We might not be able to look at the pool at everyone in case there's like housekeeping walking around and stuff, but we're gonna see what they got. The purpose of this video is to show best vending machine hotel options in St. Charles, like if you're coming for a tournament and you don't want to go outside and go to Walmart. But let's get started. Oh yeah, and we're not going to go to Hotel Baker because they probably have a very affordable restaurant, and the purpose of this video is to show the best hotel for the money for coming to St. Charles for a tournament or competition or something. Okay, so our first hotel is Britcher and Randall. This is the Fairfield Thyme area. Let's head on in and see if we find anything. Hey, good news so far. I have gotten to the elevator. I had no key, so we're gonna go up to the third floor and check out the vending. While we're waiting, they do have like a little market on the first floor, but there were two workers talking, so I just didn't film that. All right, and wow. Not only did they leave the server room open, but both the ice machine and there's just tables there. Let's go down to this. I can see if there's another one at the end of the hallway, maybe. Alright, nothing at the end of the hallway, so we're just going to go to the second floor and see what they got. Alright, I did not film that because there was a housekeeping there, but only ice machine, no vending. So, move on to the next one. Okay, nothing in that one. Not too shocked because it's a low-rise building and there's the market at the front. But if you do come here, we got Wendy's, we got Skippy's, a lot of options. And you're right across the street from the Geneva Commons, which is probably why this one's significantly more expensive than the 9 that I have left. So let's go ahead and move on to the next hotel. Also Burger King right there. And there's a gas station and Taco Bell down there. It's actually a Pride store, a really nice gas station. So let's go ahead and move on to the next one. This is the longest drive that I'm going to have to do because this is the furthest one from my house. And all the other St. Charles hotels are on the east half of the Fox River that we're going to. So I will see you at the next one. I don't know what the next one is. I just know that we have 9 more. So hopefully we find something other than nothing in the 9 that we have left. So I'm gonna go ahead, cut my camera, and I'll see you in a bit. So our next hotel is the Super 8 on 64 in St. Charles. This one's right on Tyler Road. Let's head on in and see if we find anything cool. And luck might be on our side. We got a vending machine. Not only do we have a vending machine, but we're 2 for 2 on not needing the key to get up the elevator. So we'll see if there's vending machines on floors 2 and 3. And nope, that's what I expected. Nothing. It also just stinks in this hotel. So, we were good on that hotel. We've got a vending machine in there. I showed you what they got. And it's a little on the high side for prices, but it's pretty much just not too bad. There is a Arby's at the hotel's blocking it, but literally right there, and there's also a Dunkin' down there. Thought that was a cop for a second. So go ahead and we'll move on to the Quality Inn and Suites right down there. So we're at Quality Inn and Suites. This one's on Tyler and 64 as well. Let's go in and see what we find. So this is the first one where I'm kind of inconclusive. I went in there, except it's all like, there's like a bunch of different sections. So I just went in that one up there and I couldn't find anything. So I'm just gonna assume that there's nothing in there, and I don't wanna look all weird. I'm gonna try and limit myself to 5 minutes per hotel. So I'm just gonna say that there's no vending machine in there, or there might be, just don't assume. If anyone's been here and wants to update in the comments, just, you can go ahead and do that. But it's pretty much the same restaurants as the last one we went to, Dunkin' and Arby's. But there's some stuff down there too, and a gas station. So now we are going to cross the street and we're going to go to those 3 hotels. It was only the 3rd hotel, by the way. We still have 7 more. This pool's closed. Probably not a good sign. But we got vending machines. Let's go. We got a nice dispenser and vending machines. Let's see how much these are. Okay, $2. Oh, that's better than the last machine. The last machine was $2 for a 12 ounce. So yes, we got a snack vending machine too. So good so far. Let's go on to the next hotel. Good job, Days Inn, St. Charles. You rock. Can't really see the sign, but now I'm going to see if Geneva Motel Inn has anything. Yes, they do. Okay, good news. Got a vending machine. $1. Let's go. So yes, this one's the cheapest so far. Geneva Motel Inn and St. Charles. This one's definitely the most dated though. So we found the cheapest one so far, Geneva Motel Inn. But that was also the weirdest one because when I was walking like to the vending machine, there was like this mother and her son coming out of the pool, and he literally squats on the ground, and mother tells her son, okay, that guy's looking at you like you're a crazy person. If you're that person, like if you're somehow watching this video, comment, I'll pin your comment, or email me or whatever. But yeah, that aside, that weird experience aside, this is the cheapest one so far. It is the most dated, I will say, but if you're ever in St. Charles and you want a $1 Mountain Dew, hit this place up. Let's move on to the next hotel. I don't know if that and that are separate hotels. I don't want to go back there because the housekeeping kind of saw me over there. So I'm just going to assume they're the same. At least like they have the same vending. Google Maps told me that there were 3 hotels in this area, which is kind of odd, so I don't know. Let's go ahead, just move on to the next area, and I'll see you there. Okay, this next one we're going to is Courtyard by Marriott. This one is, don't remember the street name, but it's in St. Charles off of Dunham and 64. We've been getting really lucky with elevators not giving keys today. Like, this is like a Marriott, this is like a nice hotel, and as you can see, I'm in here just fine. Pool's out here, by the way, so if you're watching this like July of 2026, you're probably not going to want to go here. But let's see if they have any. And they don't, sadly. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's go to the next one. So no vending machines in this one, but they did have a market, and they also say they serve Starbucks, so it's kind of cool. And they also had free cookies for guests. I, not a guest, did not take one, so... Yep, with that, let's move on to the next one. Our next one is the Hampton Inn, across the street. Alright, now for the third to last in St. Charles. This one is Hampton Inn on Foxfield, and it's right off of Dunham in 64. Let's go in, see what we find. And I do have a spare key, so if I get caught, it'll look like I'm able to do it. Okay, this one had a market in the front, but maybe there'll be vending machines on the top floor. And I didn't even have to use my key. This one, like, we're getting lucky today. And I went the direction that said there was ice and vending, and there was no ice and vending here, so I'm just gonna say that there's nothing. So let's get out and we'll move on to the last 2. We are at our second to last hotel, Holiday Inn in St. Charles. This one has a Chick-fil-A right across from it. A Starbucks, but let's see what they got. Alright, we're in the elevator. This one's not looking good. They literally said water fountain, not even vending, so I don't think we're going to have any kind of vending machines in this one, but we'll go to the 3rd floor anyways, just check it out. Yep, nothing. We'll go to the 2nd floor just to be safe, but I'm guessing probably going to be nothing. Kind of expected with these nicer, newer hotels, but yeah. Yep, nothing. Let's go ahead and move on to the last one. Yep, nothing in that one. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna move on to the final hotel, which is Hilton Garden Inn on 64 and the Pheasant Run. Not the Pheasant Run, that's been closed for years and was demolished a couple years ago, but I'm pretty sure the road is called Pheasant Run. So let's get going. Moped's almost out of juice, so I gotta hurry it up. I started at 1 and it's 3:19. That was the last of them in Kane County. Now we are in DuPage County, which we got only one in DuPage County. Then I can hit Walmart, get some caffeine, and then evaluate. Right, in front of us is the last of 9 freaking hotels. Let's go see what we got. Probably nothing, but still worth looking. And how is it that we got to all 9 hotels without needing a key to get the elevator? Doesn't look too good for vending here, but we'll find out. Then we'll evaluate which one's the nicest and which one's the worst hotel we went to. And nope, that was all 9 hotels. I'm gonna see you guys outside and then we're gonna do the awards. All right, so that was the final hotel. I'm gonna do awards real quick. So just a reminder, we went to the Fairfield Inn and Suites. We went to the Super 8. We went to the Geneva Motel Inn. We went to the Days Inn. We went to Hampton Inn, went to Courtyard by Marriott, Holiday Inn, and Hilton Garden Inn. So the worst hotel I went to was probably the Days Inn for the hotel itself. In the best hotel, it was either this one or the one I was just at. The 3 that we found vending machines at, the best one was actually the Days Inn because of the 16 ounces for $2. The cheapest was the Geneva Motel Inn. Oh yeah, Geneva Motel Inn is the second crappiest. So that's it. If you made it to the end of the video, thank you. Feel free to leave a like if you enjoyed. If you didn't and you think Airbnb is better, go ahead and tell me in the comments. I really don't care. Hint, it's not. I mean, there were some pretty crappy hotels we went to today that could make you tempted, but trust me, just go to one of these better ones if you just want like on vacation. I may do this again in another city, like another hotel heavy city. Like I want to do this in Lombard or Oak Brook because I know those are pretty hotel heavy cities. But St. Charles treated us well. We found some pretty cool vending machines. Now I'm gonna go to Walmart. I'm gonna get some caffeine. It's it's past 3 right now. In fact, it's 3:33, so I've been at it for 2 hours. So I'm gonna go. Hope you all enjoyed. I'll see you again, hopefully soon.